Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be how to make money from your chickens. So if you guys know that there's a lot of chicken owners that actually there's a lot of people that just want to start raising chickens because the eggs are starting to get expensive at the store. Because there is the bird flu. I don't really have to deal with it here, so we have like stocks on eggs in the store, but the thing is that means no one wants to buy eggs from me because the eggs aren't too expensive at the store, but they are getting expensive there. So you should know that when you raise chickens, you may be saving a few, like $12 per dozen or something, like $10 per dozen from the store. You may be saving like $10 like every 2 weeks from not buying eggs, but chickens actually do cost a lot more money than buying eggs from the store. So with your chickens, you want to make sure that you have the most proper home that your chickens can have. So make sure you include the nesting boxes, the perching sticks, and they have a nice run outside. They have a lot of space in their coop. You basically just want to make sure that they have lots of space because chickens do need lots of space. And if you don't give them space, they could literally die because of being so confined. I also think that raising chickens, I'm not trying to make it seem like raising chickens is not worth it because it costs a lot of money. That is not what it is. It's that I personally love raising chickens instead of eating the store-bought eggs, because if you don't know that the store-bought eggs are actually, their chickens are raised in like these tiny little cages, and it's like maybe a square foot, and it's like not, there's a square foot, but it's not for one chicken. It's a square foot for like 4 chickens in there. If you don't know, each chicken actually needs 1 square foot per chicken, and I have 6 chickens in here, and I'm pretty sure that this coop can fit about maybe 10 to 15 chickens, but I only have 6. Well, I don't have 6 actually. I have 8 chickens. I have 8 chickens, and I can fit up to 10 to 15 in here. And so my chickens actually have lots of space. So if you know that there is like, the chicken food is very expensive, and you need to, like, not only that it's the chicken food that you have to provide for them, you have to provide them a nesting box, a perching stick, and you have to provide them a coop. The overall cost of this coop was $300 because this shed was actually already built for us. So it was only $300 that just like building the door, building broken parts of the wall, building the run. Basically, most of this was just the run that cost money. So this would be like $300. We spent $300 in this coop because we had to build it from scratch. So if you're building from scratch, it actually does cost a little bit more. But if you're just buying a coop from like online, it's probably going to be, the most average cost would be $500, and the cheapest you're going to find is like $150. But if you find a coop that's $150, it's probably because it's really small, that coop. So I recommend not finding the coops on like Amazon or anything, because they're not very big. I actually seen somebody that had a coop that was that lives close but up the hill. That person actually has like the same coop that I was planning on buying before I built our chicken's old coop across by my grandma's house. Before we built that, I actually was going to get the same coop that guy had, and then I realized he has like 3 chickens in there, and it's like not enough space. You could fit like only 1 chicken in that thing, maybe 1 to 2 chickens in there. He had 3 chickens in there, and it does say online that you could fit like 1 to 6 chickens on there. Not 1 to 6, 3 to 6 chickens in there. Yeah, but it only looked like it could fit 2. So basically, you know that the coop is like overall maybe $500. And then you also have to supply them with a feeder. So you see I have this feeder and this waterer. That was not actually too expensive. I think I got it for like $20 from Petco. And then there is the nesting boxes. I think I spent only around $30 on that. And then I spent like, this thing was like, I don't know. Because it's so long, and I got it from Home Depot, it was like $40 for that one little perching stick. And then the rest of the perching sticks are just scrap pieces of things I found around here. So one is just a scrap piece of what's it called, the thing you hang your shower curtains on, and then there's that scrap piece of wood that I found. laying around. So yeah, that's like a lot of money. I spent like $20 on the feeder and water, $300 on the coop. What's it called? $30 on the nesting box, $40 on the perching stick. So yeah, it is pretty expensive to raise chickens. So since you know that, you can actually make money from chickens. So this is what I do. I don't just have the chickens as just pets, because I do treat them as pets, but I also use what they produce for me as money, as a way to make money, so I can afford to buy them food. So what I do, as you see here, I have some eggs. I just sell these eggs. I sell it to my grandma. You can sell it to family, friends. You can even just sell it to random people. I try to sell it to whoever wants. So my family, mostly I just sell it to my great grandma. She really loves buying the eggs, and my auntie loves to buy the eggs because they spend too much money on eggs from the store. And my eggs are actually just 50 cents per egg. So if they want to only have two eggs, they'll only be spending like $1 on an egg, on 2 eggs. So if they just needed 2 eggs because they were gonna like bake something, I could just give them these 2 eggs, and they would get I only have to pay $1 for it. A lot of stores actually make their eggs like $1 per egg, and that's pretty expensive for eggs, or like 75 cents per egg. So I just have 50 cents per egg, and it's pretty good. I do personally eat the eggs. I try to sell to as much people I can, so if anybody's interested in buying, I go ahead and let them buy. You could also like hatch your own chicks and then sell the chicks, or hatch your own chicks and grow up the chicken and sell them as a grown adult chicken. That's what I try to do. Nobody really buys, because from where I live, everybody just has fighting chickens, so I don't want to send my chickens to bad homes. Also, if you guys are planning on selling your chickens, make sure you're selling it to a good home. Don't just sell it to random people, because they could just be using it for bad things. So my chickens pretty much have a good home. They aren't too bad, because I only spend like $20 per 2 months maybe, per bag, because I get like a $20 bag of food from Walmart, and it's a 40-pound bag. Sometimes I spend up to $40 per 2 months, because I actually do buy 2 bags of food. So it would probably one 40-pound bag could probably only last me 1 month for these chickens. So I buy them 2 bags, so I don't have to come back to the store too much. And also it gives me time to save the money. So yeah, you can basically just use your chickens for their eggs, so you don't have to spend money anymore. But you can also use that egg to sell, so you can make money to raise your chickens, because chickens are pretty expensive. People think that if you get chickens, they're not going to be too expensive, but it's actually pretty expensive to just get it started. If you have everything started already, and you just buy the chickens, and you barely had to spend money because you already had like this old shed, and you already had everything there, or like an old chicken coop that was already at your house, and you just have to buy the chickens and like the feeder and stuff, but it already has like the nesting boxes and stuff already in that old coop that you moved into. You basically, it wouldn't be too bad, because buying chickens, first of all, it's like I think some like stores, they do sell chicks for like $5, which is so expensive. I don't think you're selling a little chick for $5. That's pretty expensive for just a little chick. For me, I actually sell the adult chickens for $5, and the chicks, I think it's $5 for adults and a chick. I don't make it too expensive, because I just make the chick and the adult even, so I don't have to deal with like remembering all these prices. So yeah, $5 is a lot for just one chick, but I make my chicks and my adult chickens all the same price. So you can basically just be like, oh, can I have a chick? And I'm like, yeah, here you go. $5 for a chick. Like, oh, can I have a big chicken? Yep, you can have it, $5. Easy peasy. Right now, since I'm trying, I grew up my chicks, which is Clever, Peep, and Tootsie, and pepper. I grew them up and nobody basically bought them, so I basically am selling it for free now. They're free because I just need them to have a good home. Because I'm not supposed to be having too much chickens. Okay, sorry this turned into like a rambling session, but I hope this actually helped and you guys are watching through my videos, because it is pretty hard. I try to stay on task when I make my videos, but it's really hard for me. So I'm sorry for rambling in this video, but just letting you know, raised chickens are expensive, and you can just basically make money from their eggs. Easy peasy. That could have been like the quickest video ever, but I had to make that come long because chickens are very, very expensive. I spend too much money on my chickens. I literally spent all my money on them. That's why I had to start selling eggs so I don't have to spend too much money on them. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it helped you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.